Okay, so welcome back to Bioenergetics, body-based therapy with me, Devraj. And I'm very excited today to have Rafael on, who's I think originally possibly from Belgium, but is now living in Colombia in South America. And
Yep.
you've been on the journey for what? In fact, I'm very grateful to you to getting up to speak about your experience, because you're also in like a totally different time zone from me. I'm in Istanbul at the moment, so I think it's about 5 or 6 in the morning where you are. So thank you, Rafael, for agreeing to go for it. But
Yeah.
I know you've been having exciting experiences, and it's been a powerful experience for you being on the journey. So I thought it would be nice just to invite you on and let you just speak in your own words a little bit about how long you've been on it, how it's going, what's been happening for you, that kind of thing. And I think it's just really worth making a record, and then people who are interested can also hear from someone who's just in their own words having an experience. Yeah, cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, if I recall correctly, I think I first learned about bioenergetics with Elliot Hulse, which is like I think the main guy who uh, who's who kind of like got me started there. And but I thought it was like interesting, but his approach is very basic. So I was looking for something more profound because I wasn't getting out of it what I wanted to get out of it, what I felt I wanted to get out of it. So that led me to you, Dev. I mean, I found your YouTube channel, and I was blown away, man. I mean, by the simplicity of it, and how clear and precise the exercises were explained. So I got to it at first with skepticism. I was like, how the hell is this gonna change my life, you know? And yeah, I attended one of your live events, Project Man, in the UK in Brighton, which is truly a pivot in my life. I can really call it that way. I just was coming out of a bad breakup, in search of something to process the pain, process all the feelings coming up with it. And I was also in search of reaffirming my masculine. So Project Man was awesome, and that really got me kickstarted into bioenergetics and started me on the journey of practicing it every day. And then you came up with the bioenergetics to journey plan, and man, I was so excited when I heard about it first time. I was really excited. I was like, fuck, I really need to get into this. And so yeah, that came out I think in December 2019, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So and at that time I was a bit like overwhelmed with work and stuff, so I didn't jump on the train right away. But then pandemic hit, so I thought, man, I might as well dive head first, and get into it. And it's been yeah, since I think March 2020, I've been doing it with periods, very intense periods of doing it, and then some couple of weeks sometimes in between where I wasn't really doing it for some reason. But I made peace with that. Now I'm just going at it at my own pace, and it's been a ride. Yeah.
So what's your experience? Because there's lots of different weeks to it. What's your experience been like? Are some weeks easy, some weeks difficult? How does it? What's how do you feel about all that?
Oh well, like you call them, like some weeks are more quote unquote yin, other weeks more yang. Yin in the sense of like more getting into the receptive state of some, yeah, receptivity, a passive feeling of like what's happening, and really trying to feel into it without having to move too much, breathe too hard, stretch a lot. And then some weeks are more yang, which are more intense, make you sweat, and are more like trying to break through the layers of tension. And both of them, funny enough, both of them are massively powerful in their own way. At first I thought the more yin weeks we're going to be less effective. But that's absolutely not true. So yeah, some weeks are definitely, every week has a flavor, and it's funny because when you get started at first, the first day is always like an exploration, and always like trying to keep the skeptical mind in check. I was like, yeah, what the hell, or whatever, you know, and and people are gonna hear me doing this weird stuff, and that, making peace with that, you know, and just going on with it, and just going through the motions without losing touch with feelings, basically. And then as the days progress during the week, the picture becomes like clearer, actually, of what I'm trying to achieve here. The feelings, I mean, at first it's like very fuzzy. The sensations are very fuzzy, very chaotic. And as the week progresses, it gets clearer. The picture gets clearer. It's like, oh, okay, this is what I'm after. Oh, these muscles are the ones that are really targeted this week. Okay, I can feel it now. I can see. And yeah, for sure, some weeks have been very have led to very strong releases, very strong insights too. I think that really depends on the person and where they're holding a lot of tension. I discovered in the past couple of weeks, I'm at week from week 30 to week 33, where I'm at right now. I discovered my calves are the tightest muscles of my entire body, and I never felt that before. I never even realized it before. Now I'm like, fucking hell, these calves are so tight. They're holding so much there, and I had no idea. So every time now I'm getting in my head, I remind myself, stretch your calves a bit, and it gets me to my body right away. It's crazy.
Wow. No, that's great. That's just so useful to have, like, something that you can do we can do just to bring us back, you know. It's just great.
It's a hack. It's a total hack. Uh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've used sometimes when I'm in a public place and I get a lot in my head, because that's my tendency, and I get nervous and tense. Sometimes I just go to the bathroom and do the arch pose, just to get back in touch with the body. 30 seconds, 1 minute, and I'm fine. I'm good. That's it's a literal life hack. I mean, when I try to explain to people what bioenergetics does to me, or what it is, to them it sounds weird. But I mean, I'm so confident about it, because I mean, I feel the effects and the benefits. It's crazy. It's beyond what one could imagine it could do to you. I mean, the positive aspects, and yeah.
Thank you, Rafael. Is there any do you notice any kind of like benefits in your life, in your social life or love life, or just your work life, or anything like that? Is there anything that you think, whether, you know, doing this course is like supporting you, or has created a change in some way, or in how you are out in the world, you know, generally?
You know what? Absolutely. And I think the main indicator to me is a very contrastive state. So when I don't do bio for 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week, sometimes, for whatever reason, because I'm feeling too much, I'm too all over the place, then I remind myself, damn, you've got this bioenergetics, the journey going on, and you just didn't do it for 5 days. No wonder you're acting like this. I just take time, just take some time and do my workout, and radical shift. Like, yeah, radical is the word. Yeah. from a hectic week, a hectic day, to a complete okayness with what I'm feeling, and also like this flow gets restored. Like that's a literal feeling I have when I'm completely stuck in my body, in my head. It's literally the body is cut off from the head. When I do some bio, then half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour sometimes. Literally, I can feel the energy gets redistributed all over the place, and there's a flow. There's that's the word, flow. There's a flow going on, so that's one of the benefits, and I think it's the biggest one, because when you get into flow states, that's where the magic happens with everything, with work, with life, with love. I mean, sometimes, I mean, with a girlfriend, I'm like, ah, she's not answering or whatever, or this text message was so dry. So, oh, what the hell is happening? You know, I'm like getting pissed off about it and getting your own mental. And then I do the workout. I scheduled it, I do it, and then afterwards, I'm just like, I look at the phone, and it's not that I don't care anymore. It's just like the importance and how my mind was all absorbed by it gets taken away. So because of the flow, the energy gets unstuck. The energy doesn't block somewhere. So I don't get as obsessed about stuff because it's flowing. So yeah, it's like I said before, it's a life hack. Other benefits: breathing. I notice my breathing gets much more open. Also during since I started bioenergetics journey, my breathing opened up a lot. Gained some strength too, where some muscles were very tense, and there were some releases over time. I feel I can access more strength and power in parts of my body because the tension is released. So I guess, like, that's hypothetically, I guess the muscle has a wider range and more access to the full range of motion and the full tension capacity, because the chronic tension is taken away. So that's my hypothesis, but it's a feeling. I mean, I feel it. The overall quality of life, breath more open, more deep, access to awareness. Where I would take 3 days to realize I was all in my head, now I take maybe an hour. Yeah, I mean, amongst other benefits, clarity, lots of clarity in thoughts, in emotion, sensation. Like I said, the flow is restored, the fuzz settles down. So yeah, I could go on and on, but I think it all comes down to the basic tenets of bioenergetics, like open breath, deep breath, and grounding.
Thank you, Rafael. Thank you very much for expounding, for talking so eloquently about how it's been for you doing this course. And do you have anything else you'd like to add, or are you good?
Oh well, for anyone wanting to start this or having curiosity about it, even though there's a lot of skepticism, just do it. It's sounds very cliche to say that, just do it, like Nike. But it's literally that. The days when I'm like, oh, I have to do my bio again. The day where I got I got the most benefits out of it and massive shifts were the days I least wanted to do it, and just decided, just do it, just go through the motion, don't force it, take the intensity down a notch, because I tend to be very intense, very warrior like in this. I take it down a notch, I just do it, and yeah. it's just, it's too much to describe with words, because you have to actually live it, experience it, and that's what bioenergetics is all about, to me at least. It's experiential. instead of reading about it, reading about getting out of your head, reading about narcissism, reading about this and that. The big shift that happened to me is actually going through a system of positions, stretches, and deep breathing. Going through the system, basically going through the motions, like I said, and experientially understanding what all the stuff you read about means. That's also a massive benefit I didn't mention before, but the experiential aspect. Your body goes through it, which means you experience it instead of just visually absorbing information. It's a huge shift, and I would say just do it. Yep.
Great. Thank you, Rafael. Thanks very much for coming on, and I wish you all the very best with your continued bioenergetics and the rest of your life, especially out in Colombia. Exciting, man.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Thank you, man. Like for real, really big gratitude there. There's still a lot to explore for me, so yeah, thanks a lot, man.